Don't touch anything.
It's the greatest find yet. Nothing compares to it.
But it's definitely something you should hear.
This is The Real Deal with Larry Lawton.
Welcome to The Real Deal with me, Larry Lawton, and I have a fantastic fucking guest. We can curse here. Leighton, this is not terrestrial radio.
That sounded like Dan Bongino intro.
Oh,
that's a good intro, man.
Yeah, it was really great. That was pretty cool.
What did he charge you for that? You know he's Jewish. You know he's going to charge you a lot of money. You're going to get it one way or another.
Somehow it's going to hit me.
There'll be a bar. There'll be a bill.
There'll be a bill coming? Yeah. I love it. Leighton Moore, everybody, is an amazing individual. We're going to get into his story, and I'll tell you why. I just got a tour, and you're going to see some videos and pictures of a distillery. And it's amazing because, first of all, I did not know a distillery had multiple kinds of alcohol. Personally, I always thought, I learned this last night. I was asking, Bulldog and a bartender and stuff. They're like 15. I think we counted 15 liquors, different types, vodkas and bourbons and whiskeys. And most you don't see that. You'll see one, you'll see two. Yeah. You're just a hair there. Good. All right. Get you a little higher. That's good. All right. So we got Leighton Moore, who is not only the owner, the visionary. I got to meet Leighton yesterday. He gave me a tour of another facility he's making, a wedding pavilion. How would you describe that?
Well, it's a wedding pavilion with a bar on the basement. A liquor store. But it's, we at Seacrets cater to 5,300 people at a time, up to that much, that many. And yet, because of that, we can't really have an intimate wedding. So we turn down 100 weddings plus a year. And we have another beach that's twice as big that I've been renting out for 20 years to a concern, and we didn't renew the lease. And so we'll have weddings on the beach behind the wedding pavilion so they can get married, sand, on their feet, and they can get a drink back there. They have a reception back there. But if it rains or they want to go inside, then they can go in the elevator and go to the second and third floor and, have a party, band or whatever. And once that's over with, then they can come over to the nightclub, and that'll be my third next project, adding on to the nightclub, adding an area so that the wedding parties can come over into a private area. That's the best thing I've ever designed. I just haven't built it yet. The wedding pavilion is the second best thing I've ever designed, and I guess then the lowly distillery.
Lowly. Listen, I have so many questions for you, of course, and my story, and we'll thank the people there, which was gangster redemption. I went to prison for a long time, 4 12-year sentences. I'm going to get your book, cigars. I'm getting you a bunch of stuff. And I'll tell you what, I got to ask, how old are you, Leighton?
70.
Fucking energy, and you fucking look good. And I will tell you something. I've never seen that kind of detail. And this is amazing. What's your education level?
Well, I got kicked out of first grade. I got kicked out of ninth grade in one school, 10th grade in another high school. And then they wouldn't let me back in the same school to finish. So I drove to the next county, and they kicked me out in the 11th grade. And I said, screw it, I'm done. So I finished 10th grade.
You have 10th grade and never college. Have you been an entrepreneur your whole life?
Yeah. Started working when I was 8 and owned my own, and working as a Beach Boys assistant for $2 a day because he was thinking he was going to lay my sister.
You can say anything you want here.
Yes, so it was a ruse.
And we're drinking some of his Seacrets it's called Wildfire.
Yeah, cinnamon whiskey, but it's real whiskey, unlike Fireball, which is cinnamon extract or whiskey.
We heard that. I'll never drink Fireball again. I swear I'm not kidding you.
But anyway, I wanted a job. The guy didn't want to hire me.
That's better than Fireball.
What's real? The other is poison. Anyway, So he hired me, and then he never got to go out with my sister. But I made it so he didn't have to work. He didn't have to come. He had to pay me $2 a day, and he got all the money. But then I owned my own beach stand at 11, and then
11 years old.
Yeah, save my money, and you start out with like 3 umbrellas and 2 chairs and a surf mat, and then I'd take that money from that day and I'd buy another chair until I had 3 beach stands or 3 beaches.
It was it right here?
Yeah, well, I was born at 48th Street,
A block away.
right?
And you bought this property, goes from 49th to 52nd, maybe?
It goes from 48 and a half to, I don't know, somewhere over there, 52nd Street. Yeah.
Yeah, and, you know, it's amazing. You didn't even know how many acres you own.
Nope, I still don't.
Fucking amazing. What's amazing to me is, you know, as a guy who grew up rough too, you know, and was 11 years old, being a bookie, all the bad things. I'm not going to get into that, but you're fucking amazing. What I saw, the creative work, the detail. I don't know if that's just from doing so much. When I first came to Seacrets, I didn't know if you knew this. This is over 10 years ago, I think 11 years ago, on Bulldog with him. This place wasn't here. The distillery wasn't here. There was some fucking, I don't know, hotel, a little like.
Yeah, we tore them down.
Yeah, I see a building. You have rooms over there, a mini hotel
That's just for bands.
For the bands,
Yeah.
but you're putting something else over there, a pavilion? Because there's a house over there you're tearing down again.
That'll be done Monday, so we can make more room for weddings on the beach. And then eventually we'll build back there and build a separate building so I can do 2 weddings at once and not worry about the weather. But that's the 4th thing on my project list.
Where does this come from? I mean, really? I mean, do you ever think? I mean, you go home, you got a full day. I mean, I know I got full days. You got a fucking. I mean, it's amazing. Thank you for your time. I really mean that. I know what it takes.
When I go home, I watch the 5.
Yeah, you know, I go on his show,
Yeah.
Jesse Waters. Yeah,
and then
I like
go
the
on
show.
eBay and I start buying things to put in the whatever project I'm working on. The reason, the detail is there because I'm not bound by a board of directors or anybody, so nobody can say no, you can't do something.
So, do you own it all alone?
I did, but then I gave my managers that have been with me for 30, 35 years. I gave them a share.
Good for you.
Because when I pass, they take it over. They're running it now, but my kids are precluded from ever having anything to do with any of my businesses.
Okay, I don't know if you want to get into that for any reason, but that's.
I don't like nepotism.
Okay, you make them earn it. You make them work.
If they work, they get equal money matching. But if they don't work, they get nothing.
I love it. Good for you. That is nepotism at its best, and what you've done is obviously built a massive entertainment center. I read, and I was talking to the guys last night because I ended up knowing I was going to interview you because you said you would do it, and I had a lot of questions of, I was asking them questions. They said it's the biggest nightclub on the East Coast. Is that true?
Independently owned, it's probably one of the biggest in the country. I don't know. I don't keep records of stuff. I know it was number 7 at one point, money-wise, but
must be a massive operation. How many employees you have?
Well, before COVID, we had 626. And now, because the people in America don't want to work, we're probably hovering around 500, 525.
Yeah, I don't know how you feel about that. COVID was bullshit. But okay. All right.
Bullshit.
All right. I just want to know if I was on the same page with somebody.
It's like climate change.
Listen, there's climate change, but what the fuck are we going to do about it? And if China and India, oh man, you get me on that stuff. China and India, they got 2.7 billion people, and they don't do fucking shit about it, and they want me to fucking worry about cows farting.
It's worse than that. Listen, all throughout history, the corrupt governments,
right there,
they use the weather to scare people into following their creed, and it's the same thing's going on now. I mean, I drove a nail because I don't have any education. I don't have any way to tell it. I drove a nail in a piling, and I watched it for years before I built Seacrets because I owned other bars.
Oh, before Seacrets, you owned other bars?
Oh, yeah. I had the Greenery, Brassville Saloon, Ocean Club, and then.
I mean, what was there a reason you went to bars?
Yeah, I have no education. I can drink though, right? And I got insecurities and complexes. So if I design something and I got the effeminate side, I got the masculine side, I got the overcompensative side, the insecure side, I got it all inside of here.
Of course you do.
Right. So when I make my 3 of my 5 personality and stuff comfortable, then
You're doing good.
Then most people feel comfortable. Now, if you want fancy pants, that's what I'm building now. But this is me. I mean, this is how I dress. This is what I drink. That's where I go.
We like it.
It's funny because when I'm designing the next one, which I start this summer in Chincoteague.
What are you doing?
Seacrets South. It'll be in Chincoteague, Virginia. I started this summer. It opens in May of 2020.
So you got another project like what you're doing here in Virginia?
Yeah. I don't do good sitting. I got ADD bad.
Oh, me too. We talked about that last night, right?
So I designed it, and then I don't have a CAD system, and I used to use drafting table, and I went through so many erasers. I mean, I should have bought stock. And so I sit with a man who's smart, and does the CAD work, and I sit there, and he catches up to me.
Explain CAD work.
CAD work is where you put it in a computer and you put little dots here and there. It tells you distances and all this other thing.
Letting the audience know, sure.
And then when you get finished and you make a change, it automatically changes on all levels, so that it's not like you got to erase a sheet and then you got to erase the next sheet and start over. But anyway, so we took the new Seacrets design. We got finished with it. Almost finished with it. And I said, okay, now take the original Seacrets and overlay it. It's the same. It's my personality. It's just the way I think. I tried to reverse it, and my mind won't let me do it.
Wow.
I wanted to have the nexus of it on the north side as opposed to the south side. Nope. Rain went, so nope. Ain't gonna happen.
Now, with that said, are you is it what's the time frame for opening something like that? I'd love to do some shows there, do some, I don't mean to, we became very big. We're top 1% of podcasts in the world out of 3 million. And I just started this a year and a half, 100 shows in, and we're top 1% out of 3 million globally world. And, so I got a lot of shit going on, and fuck what I do. I want to go to your show, to go to your place.
Well, that'll open in May of 2024. And then I come back here and I finish the second floor of the nightclub.
I want to do that too.
And that'll be in hopefully 2025. And then, if I want to build a hotel over here, I'll do that.
You explaining to me yesterday the hotel you're building, 140 fucking, your brain. I do put it down on paper. I'm only telling because people who listen to my show always say, Larry, you're doing this, you're good, you grow, and I'm like you either. I really don't. I have visions and it's fucking locked in this brain of mine. You are on another level. And I mean, don't know the detail. I mean, I have to explain something. You gave me a great tour, and thank you again for that tour of the fucking Weathering Hall. He bought stuff from Madagascar. People don't know about Africa and opals, and that was my business, the diamond business, where they come from, gems and stuff. Madagascar has some of the most beautiful minerals.
Yep.
And you bought something. You spent a crazy amount of money for it.
I bought 4 of them because it was the last 4 on Earth.
You bought 4 of them because they were the last 4?
Yeah.
And that's the ones that are going to be lighting up that fucking ceiling. Yeah.
And
tell the people what it is exactly.
It's a star. It looks like something out of Superman.
Yeah, right.
And it looks really cool. So you put the light in it, and you turn the light on, and it's bright. It's like a star. And so I paid so much, I'm having to make it do a double duty. So you see it when you come in and go to the 3rd floor, but you also see it when you're either stoplight on either side. I've got windows. So that when you're at the stoplight and you look up at this round series of windows, that these bright Madagascar stars are in there. We also hoarded a bunch of the, what is it? I'll think of it in a minute, but the The plant from there. They had a cyclone go through, and they lost a lot of their plant, and we need it for something. I'll think of it.
Why did you get? I mean, what in your background or in your I don't know, fucking makeup? What made you like that stuff? I look back at myself. Like, I love diamonds. I was at a GIA Institute, no, because I was robbing them. I was a bad guy at one time. Now I don't do that anymore, obviously. And now, listen, I help a lot of people. That's my thing. I love to help people, and I do a lot of that. And I heard about you, and as much as you do, is what Bulldog told me. He goes, his heart's bigger than all of it.
Yeah.
Meaning, and he, I'll tell you what, I can only tell you this, and I don't give a fuck because I'll tell it anyway. Bulldog speaks. He speaks so highly of your heart, your integrity, how you are, as a person and stuff. And I love to hear that because the people who know people a long time, like I have old friends, and they go, Larry, we knew you were fucking Robin Hood. You were fucking taking care of kids, and you're doing so much shit. Yeah, you fucked up. You did your shit, but we all fuck up, and we all know that. But I love the fact that you do what you do, but I can't wrap my head around how you got to that level. You didn't come from some rich fucking family. It doesn't sound like some rich family that had fucking Madagascar stars and fucking the fucking level, Leighton, of your quality. And I know I will be talking about it the whole trip south.
Well, it's just because I have no bridle. I have no cut bit in my mouth. You know what a cut bit is?
Yeah, of course. I own horses.
Well, I don't have that. So, if I want to spend money on something, I do it. And that makes a difference. If you don't have a bridle, you can go anywhere you want. If you don't have a cut bit, they can't really jerk you back. And so I go to the extent.
But how'd you learn? I guarantee you made mistakes because I don't want everybody.
God, yeah.
And how obviously, but you learn from them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I always tell people. I tell anybody who works for me, I said, listen, I want you to take chances. I want you to make mistakes. Don't keep fucking the same mistake again because then you're stupid. Learn from the mistakes. Get better at what you do. But if you don't take chances and take risks. I was telling Bulldog, I read 3 books. I'm a big reader. I read a book on Elon Musk. I read a book on Bill Gates. I read a book on Steve Jobs.
That's why we're different. Yeah, I've never finished a comic book. I've never read a book in my life.
I think if you open the first page of my book, I bet you'll read it.
I bet I won't.
Would you read 3 pages first and then tell me?
I can tell you now. I don't.
If you read 3 pages, so I'm going to ask you. I'm giving you a book. I don't give a fuck. You give it away, but I don't care what you need. I'll give you. My point to you is, I want you to, because I had a friend of mine. This is a true story. He died. He just died at 81 years old. He's a very close friend of mine. Very, very successful man down in South Florida, and built half of a town. Owned a screening company that literally unbelievable. Well, he used to follow me, and his name was Dave. And you'd love him. Trust me, he's just like us in our ways we think. And not educated, hard worker, never read a book in his life. Swear to you. I'm going to tell you, I'll show you. And he read my book. And he goes, Larry, and we were all blown away, my friends. And we'll all hang out. And you know why I loved him? Because you knew where we stood. I'm going to leave it at that.
My dad wrote a book. There was a book written about my dad. I never read it. Okay, so statistically speaking, I'm not going to read the book.
Statistically. I just want you to say to me, you'll write 3 pages.
All right, I'll read 3 pages.
That's all. He's going to write me. I read your fucking 3 pages. Now go fuck yourself.
I wouldn't say that. It's just,
I know
he read your book, even though he never read a book.
Never read a book.
Because he loved you.
No, because the book caught it. Of course he loved me, yes.
Well, he started it. I like you, so I'll do 3 pages.
Okay, good enough. That's all. That's all I care. That's all I care. So you've never done what you like. You've come to a point in your life, obviously, that you pick projects. I mean, obviously you stay in what you know.
They pick me. I'm building the wedding pavilion because I can't satiate that need at Seacrets. Right? So
this is a businessman.
Right. And
straight businessman. I love him.
And then my vision for Seacrets, and I have not been able to realize it, is that I sell franchises.
Oh, that's what you want to do.
I've been able to sell franchises now for 15, 20 years. But when anybody comes to Secrets, I mean, it'd take $40 million to build this place.
Yeah.
So if you got that much, you got that much money.
You don't want a bar.
Right. So then when I built it originally, I built it with some of my friends and bartenders. Down there, I'm building the exact same thing as I started. And it's not made like everything I do is designed to expand. This is not.
The one in Virginia.
No.
It is what it is, and that's it.
Yep. And if you want to franchise that, I'm going to be able to tell you exactly how much it should cost you, exactly what you should be able to bring in, as opposed to down here where we can downsize it. No, I'm going to document every expense and every income from it. And I hope to hell somebody buys it. Because I don't want to run it.
You got some fucking a vision.
Well, no.
You're a visionary. I mean, a mega visionary.
Yeah, but that's a slow visionary. When you could do it for 15 years, you build it too damn big and nobody can do it. So now you got to go backwards and build the original thing. So maybe your vision will get done. That's not real smart either.
But your vision originally wasn't a franchise. Your business was to make the best fucking place on the planet, right?
No, mine in the beginning was a franchise.
Was it?
Yeah. I mean,
how can this be a franchise? Like you just said, forget $40 million for the bar. This place has got to be a $50-100 million whole place of property.
No. You got the one word right. A bar is the property value minus what you owe on it, and you get maybe some of the fixtures and appliances.
Yeah, it means nothing.
It doesn't matter what you bring in. You will not get a multiplicative factor. You know what 7 cap is?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say you're seal test and you're going to sell your milk. Well, you got the name. So it might be 8 cap, 9 cap, 10 cap.
Right.
Okay. And then, of course, they buy it and they spend too much money on it and they got to raise the prices and cut the quality.
And then it becomes a 6 cap, 5 cap.
Right. But a bar is 1 cap. You get 1 times your net and you get your land value minus your mortgage and maybe some money for your appliances. And that's it. Unless you get somebody that won the lottery, or you got somebody that's got money and they want to go get trim every night. They're not married or whatever. And so they want to have a bar and then, pick one and, take it to bed.
Sure.
Right. But you got to have another reason to buy a bar. If you buy a bar, do you think somebody can run this? It's going to be really hard.
No, I own 2 bars. I did own 2 bars. Nothing like this.
Nobody can be Larry. Nobody can be you. Nobody can be me.
Right.
My guys do a great job. But it's still not the same. Now, let's say I'd make a 3% difference if I'm in here every night. It's not worth it, 3% to me. I'd rather be out doing something different.
Right.
But bank's not going to lend you money on what the previous bar owner, the government's against bars.
Yeah,
they don't
absolutely.
Want bars. They don't want.
They don't want bars or cigars or any of this shit.
They don't want you to. They don't want you to get together in groups.
Now,
I guarantee you, when they started to do the revolution against England, they were doing it in a bar. They don't want you to do that,
Yeah, they don't want you to get together. They've been dumbing down a community. They've been dumbing down society for many years.
Why do you think they took over the internet and they took over whatever Elon Musk just bought?
Twitter.
Right. They took that over, and the FBI and everybody got involved in it. Because they want to control content, because content is the same thing as the old in the bar, rah, let's get rid of the tea.
100% I agree with that. That's why I do my own thing and I don't give a fuck. And people ask me, well, Larry, I don't monetize certain things because I don't give a fuck because I'd rather be able to fucking talk to you.
But I can't do it on my radio station because if I do the FCC.
Right, exactly.
But listen, you can go on television and see nudity, you can see screwing, you can see all kinds of crap. But I can't say shit or they'll take my FCC license. The word shit.
I know. I got fucking, dump button. We talked to Bulldog and I were talking about the dump button. When I come on, I just, I'm who I am. And I go on a lot of shows. I'm on Fox a lot. I was a Fox commentator doing a bunch of stuff. And I know Maria Bartiromo very well. I know Jesse Waters. I go on these shows. And, I get that. I get the dump button. And that's why I don't want to do certain things. I'm on YouTube very, very big. And I can only do certain things on YouTube because of regulations. Where podcasts, and that is why, I don't know, people don't understand this, Joe Rogan moved to podcasts, and he went with Spotify so he could tell everybody go fuck himself more than anything. He had a little bit of a kickback with some bullshit with a song, and I wish he would have went to the next one that said, fuck them, we'll give you the same fucking money, which was $100 million contract to fucking be able to do what he's done. But you have a fucking unique view. And your view doesn't also, because you also, and I want to tell the audience, you were a councilman here, correct?
Yeah, I was planning and zoning, and then I didn't stay with that. And when the opportunity came, I ran for city council, got elected. I did not run for the second term.
Oh, you just quit at 4 years?
No,
you said,
I did not quit. I did not run again.
Well, that's quit. I mean, meaning you're done. You did your time.
I did my time.
And I love that because I think people should be in politics for that reason. I believe in term limits, number one.
6 years, our government should be one term, 6 years, because 4 is not enough. But the last 2 years of your 6-year only term, your vote counts twice, so you're not a lame duck. Think about that one.
You know, I always used to say I think a senator should be 2 terms, a congressman, 6 terms, which is 12 years.
No terms. You run once, you get your job done. That's why you need 6 years, and you can't run again. Otherwise, you spend your 3 years and you're double
pitching for the fucking next bullshit.
No. Spend your own money.
I never heard about with the vote double.
Well, otherwise you're
no. I love it, and you're going to be looking to get that. The only problem I have with with term limits is then they start thinking about what corporation they can help to get when they get out.
But it's the same thing now.
And they don't want to get out now.
No, because they're getting help by the corporations. I mean, Nancy Pelosi, I don't know if I can say this.
You say anything you want on this show.
But, I mean,
anything you want.
She gets paid, what, $175,000?
Oh, I know. She's worth fucking $1 zillion.
Right. Where'd it come from?
Listen, all of them. Everyone up in that fucking damn place, they go and they get 180 grand a year, and they're all worth 5, 10, 20 million. You're a fucking great investor.
Where'd it come from? Of course we know where it came from.
You know, Leighton, you're going to laugh at this. I had interviewed a person, and I got to talk to him. He was a lobbyist. He told me, and this is true, he gave over 100 sitting congressmen and senators. There's 535. There's 435 congressmen, 100 senators. Bitcoin. Do you know anything about cryptocurrency?
Yeah, I lost my ass on one Bitcoin.
You.
I don't look at it anymore. I hurt my day.
I did some stuff with and did okay, but he gave them. There's a wallet you can get, and there's no way of tracking this.
No way to trace it.
And I get it. And he's gave over 100 money. Now, so what the fuck do you really think they're worth? That nobody even knows that right now. So my point with you, you and I are on the same page. First of all, I'm very big against. See, I became a libertarian because I'm sick and fucking tired of both parties are fucking in the bed with the bullshit. And I don't mean. Listen, I used to be very big into politics, and no more because I see the fucking corruption. I see the fucking straight up corruption. Listen, you think I was a criminal? I was a fucking peon compared to these people. And I'm sad to say that I got into that point because I don't care what you do in your own house. That's your own business. I don't give a fuck. And I hope people don't give a fuck what I do in my own house. I treat people right.
I'm worried about your house because now I'm in it. And
you're not in my house.
I'm worried about what I say because I've never talked to anything like a microphone about my reality.
Well, I don't want you to then.
I'm wondering, am I going to get my liquor license? Or my
no. Wait,
just because I say I don't like the government's running everything. So
you listen. You didn't say that. You said that you have your question about the government. No, it's good enough. Good enough for me. Listen, I don't want you to say anything. Listen, me. I heard so much good and so much stuff about as a person, and I don't give a fuck about governments, to be honest. And I'd say it like. Listen, I don't get monetized. I get my ass in a sling sometimes, but I don't know. Maybe I'm 61, right? I'll be 62 this year, and I've had my fucking shares up and down like we all do, Leighton, and I'm at that point in my life that I don't give. I have fucking old shit. People who know now have open heart surgery. I have 5 major surgeries in my back, 15 vertebrae. I'm a disabled vet. Listen, life is gonna fucking pass me by. I got 20 years left to live. I'll be the happiest motherfucker. My dick works. My fucking things work. I like to live my life, and that's the end of that. End of story. And I don't judge. I always ask people, don't judge people. Don't judge people, no matter
Everybody
who they are.
judges everybody all the time.
Yes, but
Everybody.
what I meant is on their mistakes or on their bad.
Yeah.
Listen, we all make bad choices. I don't give a fuck who you are. It's how you rebound, how you learn from them and stuff. I'm not a prejudiced person, and I'm not judgmental. And I hope most people aren't, and I think they aren't. I think they just want the best.
Somebody walks in the room, you look at them, you sum them up.
No, that summing them up is a hot.
It's summing them up as judgment.
No, you. Okay, what I meant is to judge them in a negative light that you're saying to somebody.
Hey, listen,
I'll never be around a person.
If a good-looking person comes in the room, you judge them, and they're better looking than you, are automatically jealous. I hate them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good points.
It's like,
yeah,
life is nothing but a judgment, and hopefully you get judged by most people that know you better. The first impression is everlasting, and so you got to be on it, or they've got to be around you long enough to realize, oh, he's screwed up in that area, but he's a pretty nice guy.
Right. No, that's a good point.
That's all judgment.
Do you okay. Do you look at what your your businesses? Do you judge? I mean, you judge the people, but don't you give them that opportunity? I mean, I've seen you have blacks, whites, Hispanics. You have everybody working for you.
People.
You like people, and
I have people. I have people working for me. I don't care what color
they are, as long as they work.
Yeah, and they're good people. I mean, I don't care if you're the hardest worker, but if you're an asshole, I don't want you around me.
Good for you.
If you're a liar, you're gone.
Gone.
I hate a liar. You know why? Because they're a thief of the truth.
Good way to put it.
Yep.
You know,
that sums it up.
It's funny. I was on a show called Concrete, and
you're not drinking.
Oh, me? Oh, yes, I am.
Hey, shit. I'll drink you in a heartbeat. What's going on?
That was my second one. Oh, third one. Well, you're sipping. I'm drinking.
See, I judged and I was wrong.
I love him. It was funny. I was on a place called Concrete, and it was a pretty big podcast. And the guy, I've been on it many times, and their producer goes, "Man, whatever you say, I look it up. And I said, you never. It's so easy to talk when you don't fucking have to lie, and it is what it is." Nick knows that. Nick, I've never fucking lied. This is the guy who works for me. He goes, never fucking lie. Because I don't give a fuck. Why should I lie?
I do at Christmas.
Well, you lie about fucking Santa Claus, right?
No, shh, man. Don't say that, man. No, but I mean.
Come on, man. Fucking wacko.
I told my wife, I didn't get you that for Christmas, and I did.
Right.
It's still a lie, but it's a white lie, but still it's a lie.
That's not.
But other than that, I'd rather just, I have people ask me for my truth, and I say, "You really want to know?"
Boy.
And then I tell them, and then they don't like it.
Well, then that's their fault.
Well, my fault. It was one fault or the other. It's.
I don't consider that a fault, but like say my book is 100%. People go. I go, look at when it was vetted. People said, "Man, are you okay to say that?" Well, I asked my lawyer.
If I was going to write a book, it would be a short story, a whole bunch of short stories, because my ADD would not let me to focus on that.
Well, I had an 8-time New York Times bestselling author to help me. You're right. I have I am so fucking ADD. We talked about that last night, actually, and they said, but that's part of who you become. I mean, people in my show, we become the big show because people like that I'm all over, because most people are fucking like that. And I'm all over the place. No, I learned Bulldog helped me. I mean, understand he's very organized, and fucking he can hit these dings and he writes it, and I'm fucking gonna be Larry and just gonna be talk. But I have it in my head what I want to do, how I want to show your fucking creativity and your attention to detail is off the fucking charts. I mean, it is. I'm like that. I got things I need to do. When you drive around an RV like this, when you do, and I only do is I go home now, and I set the studio so I can do things and stuff. There's, I went when I was looking for RVs, and I have this my third one, and they said, you do know when you drive an RV, it's like driving. It's like being in a 6 magnitude earthquake all the time. Everything's fucking breaking. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I don't give a fuck what it is, how big it is, how nice it is. So Nick's got a list and he has to fucking fix a bunch of shit. And it's just normal for me. I mean, I just look at that and say, part of what we do is I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to come and speak to a guy like Leighton and let people know that with a fucking 10th grade education.
Yeah, but
no, the people don't know that. They think their life's over, Leighton.
It's not about that. You keep saying my name. It's not about that. It's maybe. So the other day, Bulldog had a question. What could you do in a day that would make you feel like you made a difference? Something like that. And I said, if you could relive your life, what would you do? And it would be, I'd be a psychologist. And my big day would be where I had somebody that really had problems, maybe suicidal. And yeah, the aha moment, the day when I got through to that one person and they got it. That would be my aha day if I had any chance to have any other vocation. It's not about Leighton Moore. It's about what I do to spend the money and the time and the detail so that I give you an experience. I don't just take your money. I give you. Now you get people that don't appreciate it coming. Our prices are too high. My insurance is over $800,000 on trip and fall. Okay. I have to charge for that. I have to overcome that hurdle by insurance. We're run by bureaucrats and insurance companies. The whole country is. And so I have to overcome that. And yeah, my prices are higher, but I'm the only idiot that spends $800,000 a year on palm trees. It's supposed to be $4, but they die. I bring them up, and climate change, it freezes, and they die. I got to get another load of $400,000 tree. I do that like at the only jungle. Okay, so it's not about Leighton Moore. It's about the experience
Leighton Moore
that the moron gave you. The moron gave you that experience. It's not about me. It's the experience.
Hold on.
I'm
going to hold on.
I gave you the experience. So, yeah, am I directly involved with it? Yeah. But, talk about the experience, not about Leighton Moore.
No, I'm talking about Leighton Moore. The only reason I'm talking about Leighton Moore, because I love those experiences. And when I get emails about people say, Larry, you saved my life, you did something, whether it was because I showed that you can get off, you can make bad choices, you can go to prison, you can be fucked up, you can get every dime. When I got arrested, they took $6 million from me, and I was off at the rat.
Who'd you take it from?
Oh, the insurance companies. They hated me.
Oh, well, I'm not going to say anything.
And I know you won't, because I said the same fucking thing. The insurance company, let me tell you, when they couldn't get the owners to say anything, because they all made money after I fucking, robbed their place. But the insurance companies hated me. And, fuck them. But you're right. They run the fucking world. And, I'm not going to go into that because I live in Florida where you can't even get house insurance now because the fucking thing. But I'm going to go forget that. The reason I said about Leighton Moore is I want people to know that no matter who they are out there, their fucking education level doesn't matter as much as they think it, and that much the government makes them think it is. It's another bullshit. Why they put people to fucking college when I need plumbers, I need a welder, I need a fucking electrician.
People don't want to get their hands dirty. But here's what I tell
best
people.
Professions in the world.
People ask me, what would you do? What would you suggest? What would you recommend that my son or daughter or me do? What should I do? And if you don't have an education and you don't know, you find something that you do like, find somebody that is older, that's not going to give the kids the business, get a job, and make yourself invaluable. Make yourself invaluable.
I don't think anybody's invaluable.
Oh, yeah. My managers, they're invaluable. If without them, I'd have to work. And then I couldn't dream. And if I can't dream,
you can't do it. They're very important people, but I've learned even this in my business or any business.
You take your finger and you put in this wildfire, and there's only 2 people in the world that have ever done that. And when they take the finger out, it stays a hole: Moses and Jesus Christ. All right, so everybody can be replaced.
Right.
So no,
that's what I meant.
Invaluable, yeah, but you get people in your life that you count on so much that you take care of them.
Oh,
You give them
absolutely.
because if you're not going to give the kids, and I love my kids, they're going to be taken care of if they behave and if they work. If not, they're still my kids. They're not going to starve, but they're going to drive a Cadillac either.
I'm the same way. I have two kids, and one's 20, 33, and one's 27. They work for me. My son works for me. But no, you're right. I agree 100% what you're saying. All I meant, and you said it's not about Leighton. Well, you're right. Life is life. But I want people to see that Leighton Moore can do what he does, can make a success of himself. And how did you do it? I asked you in the beginning how you did it. You fucking started
No. It starts before that. It starts before that. Maybe
before it's what? Before 11 years old?
Yeah. It's called empathy. You have to have empathy.
Yeah.
You have to care for people. You have to love people in general and the human nature and humankind. You have to be kind to people. And my life, and I could write, if I was going to write a book, if I could, it'd be about karma. All this is karma. Everything, it's secrets, is karma. Everything happens.
Okay, what happened? Why do you say it's karma?
Okay. You got time?
I got all the fucking time you want. After, can I have a drink?
Can you have a drink? Oh, yeah, we got 3 bottles. When I was a kid, my dad was born in 1896. So he wasn't much around. He was around, but he was a little old.
Wow, he was old when you were born.
Yeah, so he was.
He was about 1896. Yeah, that's old.
Yeah, but anyway, and so she'd say, and there was no kids. We moved because my sister was sick and she needed to get away from the plant. So Ocean City was an island, So we're living in a little beachfront cottage. There's nothing around us and no kids. And so she'd say, I want to have fish for dinner. Well, I knew what a hole was at 52nd Street, and I could cast out there, and I'd get kingfish or trout occasionally, a lot of croakers and blowfish. Blowfish is good. And she'd say, I want crabs. Okay, soft shell crabs. And I'd look at the full moon. I'd go get soft shell. I'd go wading through the marsh. I hate that. I don't like squishy stuff between my toes.
I used to do the same thing though with crabs.
And then they came out with this folding trap. And so you take your chicken neck and you tie it in the middle of the trap. And you'd lay it down in the water. And anyway, back here on the bay, and it was the pier that's there now. Okay,
behind Seacrets.
Yeah. So I'd go out on that pier with old man Evans. He owned it, and he didn't like anybody on his pier. He didn't like anybody in his yard. He had a world-class garden. I ain't shitting you. And boy, God help me if he got caught there. And he didn't really want to catch me. So he would slam the door and he'd start waddling over. He was old and heavy. And I knew that I had to run, grab my shit, run to the east to get off the pier to run to the north. And he caught me once. I either blacked out or he didn't slam the door, the screen door. Okay. And, but he kind of caught me and he kind of didn't grab me and he kind of called my mom. But I got a call from him, and I was married at the time. Just gotten married. 1970, I got me like 79. I got a call from Mr. Evans. Leighton, why don't you and your wife come back to my house? Well, the house is buried in secrets right now. I built around it. And he still scared me. At the time, I'm 27.
Yeah, you're an adult, married, and all this shit, and this guy scares you.
You're
intimidated.
He chased me the whole time, And he said, Radco. Goddamn Radco Development. They were building this condo over here. Okay.
The one right next to your place now. Windermere or whatever. Right Bay.
White Bay. They had no staging area. You got to have a staging area, right? So without asking him, they had cut the chain on his fence, his gate, and gone in there and parked 2 cranes, and they're lifting the stress con up. They run across all his world-class gardens.
Without fucking saying a word?
Yeah. He said, here's a contract I got from Radco because I'm going to sue him. And it was for $760,000 for that little piece of property back here where the main body of Seacrets is kind of. He said, Now, here's your contract, and I sign it. It's half. And at the time, interest rate was, I think it's 14% or something. 1980 something.
212, yeah.
He said, half money, half interest. Don't pay it off. I'm old. I did real good. Isn't she pretty?
Don't pay it off, he told you.
Yeah, because I'm not doing well physically, and this is for my wife. So don't pay it off. It's a 20-year note, half interest. And if interest goes down below this, it's half interest. As interest goes down,
it goes down.
But it won't go above 7% because it's 14%. Sign it. Well, okay. I didn't know what the price of.
You had no fucking idea this was coming?
Oh, no. Oh, no. I signed it, and I got the hell out of there. All right, now.
Holy fuck. I'm out of the blue.
Yeah, out of the blue. But I got out of the yard. He said, oh, by the way, you just bought the bed of the street out here. I own that, too. I own 49th Street, but they ain't a street. He said, now, I got these 5 lots on the side street, and I'll take, say, 20,000 or 40,000.
You mean he tells you at the same time you just signed the thing?
I already signed it, though. I'm already out of his house.
But he tells you now about more stuff.
Yeah, he says, by the way, I forgot to tell you, you own the bed of the street. He said, I think it was 20,000. He said, I got now. Yeah, what? I got these 5 lots. I want another 100,000. You can have those 5. I said, no, I'm good. I already got out of the house.
Right.
Some developer. I said, no. A developer came in and built 30 townhouses like the one over here. I moved that one.
You mean the one you're going to tear down now?
Yeah. I moved it, right? But the rest of them were owned by individuals. And I had to overcome 30's family initial greed. Because all they had to do was complain about the noise from Seacrets, and I would get shut down. So I ended up paying, I think it was like $4.8 million for $100,000 worth of property. And I tore them down. I mean, but it was karma that he thought enough. He said, I said, well, why? He said, well, you should have it. Because I had started buying up everything else. And he said, he says, when I remember the day I caught you? I said, yes, sir, I do. He says, you didn't backtalk me and didn't cuss me out. And that's why you're here.
Karma.
Yep. Karma.
God, I love fucking stories like that.
Yep.
Well, you know what it is? And you also, see, we all, and I believe this. If you do the right thing by people, you call it karma or whatever it is, right? And I do too. But when you get that, then you have to do something with that.
Yeah, but how about when somebody else, you have karma with them? They fit in your aura because they're good people.
Absolutely.
Then you become Mr. Evans. You become the one that bestows the karma on them, so that they can bestow it on someone else.
I love the way you think. I really do, Leighton, because I kind of think like the same way. And, and as I've grown, I've become more educated in business and educated in what I do and educated in people. But I think that has to come from who you are to begin with. And I'll tell you why. When I was young, even when I was robbing, I used to throw parties for the neighborhood. And when I mean parties, I mean I used to have 1,000 people every 4th of July. 10 kegs of beer, 40 cases of soda, 1,000 hot dogs, 1,000 hamburgers, ride companies, fucking bands.
You're buying friends.
No. I'll tell you why.
I don't know about that.
No. I'll tell you why.
All right.
I know what you're saying. I totally understood that. Tell you why.
I'll listen to yours. You listen to mine.
Okay.
All right.
The what happened was I didn't want people to pay or do anything in the neighborhood. I already had the mayor. I mean, I tell a story the other day.
So you didn't pay the mayor? You didn't do anything?
Oh, no, pay the mayor. I own the mayor. I got him elected. Not just got him, like rigged an election, so don't tell me you can't do it.
You're buying friends and buying politicians.
Well, that was what we did. But
all right.
I'm
just saying I'm right.
You are right. You're fucked. But I bought listen, the mayor became the longest serving mayor in Florida. We ended up buying two of the councilmen to make the city a strong mayor city, if you know what that is. And so I get him elected, literally rigged the election. And then after we did, this is 1988. After we rigged the election, we said, how can we make you where you're the king, so to speak? So we all sat down and I said, well, we need 3 votes to change the city charter to make it a strong mayor city. Well, we did. Cost some money there. Yes. But as I say it, and I know you're going to look at me like, Matt, I've never, ever done anything with him or anybody else that wasn't for the betterment of the city.
And you.
And me, but, well, because, yeah.
You have it in the right order.
I did. And I listen, every politician today, I can't see, I live in Florida. Florida is what they call a sunshine state. Do you know what that means?
No.
Okay. In a sunshine state, Leighton, if you and I are on council, you can't talk to me. You will go to prison if you talk to me about a fucking.
That makes sense.
It's called the Sunshine Law. 2 politicians they cannot. I mean, they put people in jail for this shit. It's not a joke.
Not now they know.
Oh, the fuck they don't.
Really?
Oh, I'm not kidding you. You can go look it up. I'll send you some shit. They will put you in jail. My point is, when you called in, and this is really how I said, this fucking guy's right on fucking point. I was on Bulldog's show, and you call in, I don't know who the fuck you are, and you say, $40 million, fuck them. With not word the fuck, the terrestrial radio. And I said to the guy next to me, the guy says, fucking guy is right. The fuck you people crazy? It's money. It's people's money. Because I always thought of the people. And listen, I've never did it. And I mean that when I say that. And I said, this guy's fucking point. Later they go, oh, he was on council. So
see,
what the fuck?
You made a strong mayoral form of government. I was on the council. I fired the mayor and started a city manager form of government because the mayor was too.
You had a strong form of mayor?
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah.
No, when I said, was it legal for him to hire and fire anybody he wanted?
Yep.
The mayor.
Yeah.
And you switched that.
Yep.
How the fuck did you do that?
We just voted, and I was a newbie on the council.
Fuck you! See, I would have never let that happen.
Well, no, you couldn't have stopped.
Maybe not. I think we'd have. I think it'd be good.
No,
but I believe in a strong mayor, actually, and I'll tell you why.
The best thing about this town is that there's very, very little corruption. It's a
come on. If you don't think, listen, I don't live here, so I'll say this. There's no reason for $40 million for fucking shit. If you don't think that's corruption, somebody's getting a little fucking hand in the kitty jar.
There's no reason for the 20.
I'm sorry, I said what I said.
There's no reason for the 20. Now,
yeah. Now it's 40.
Bulldog made a mistake. He was saying that the north end, he's not from here. Well, 14th Street is the middle.
14th Street, right where I'm at, is the middle of this area?
This is 49th.
No, what I meant is, so I go to 14th, that's the middle of Ocean City?
It's the middle of the Baltimore Avenue.
Oh, okay.
He based his thing of $40 million on underground utilities on the north end of Baltimore Avenue. Well, the city did that years ago. So I'm thinking that was my step down right there. It was like, hey, no, $40 million, that's already been done. He didn't say the south end. That looks like crap down there. Now, would it be worth $20 million to do it? It was like 13 or something like that when I was on the council, and maybe less. Then last year it was 20. Now it's 40. Now that's not right. But if you go down, and I said it today on the air, if you not go the legal way, which is going from the inlet to 33rd Street, but you go 33rd Street and buck the traffic, you get permission. And you're driving along, there's no poles, the ADA, the sidewalks are clear, everything. And all of a sudden you hit that 14th Street, the middle, and it's nothing but dead trees bent over with way too much cable in with that new 5G crap that doesn't work all over the place. You got transformers and shit. I mean, it's ugly. Now, would I agree to 20 million? It depends on how you're going to pay for it. But 40, even going south, is too much money and that's probably with the city doing some of the work. They've got, we had old trucks and old tractors and old backhoes and front end loaders and shit like that. And during my tenure in the 4 years, we went to rental, where we figured out the rental and the amortization of it, and we got new equipment, so you don't have the backlog of maintenance and all this other stuff. And so we changed a lot of stuff. And the guy I served with is now the mayor in Ocean City, and he's a good dude, and the people that are serving are good dude. Now, are they perfect? No. Do they make every decision right? No. And if they vote for $40 million, you know, at some point the bubble,
somebody's paying for that.
But at some point the bubble's going to burst. At some point the economy is going to crash, because you can't keep printing money. And when it does, then you go ahead, and when people are hungry, you say, okay, it used to be 40, I'm going to give you 20, and they'll be glad to have it.
Right.
But no, we won't let that happen. We're crutching it up so that people and companies and the government are printing money, so that they're avoiding the reality of the situation that you got to have a budget, and they don't.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, 100% agree. Obviously, what you just said, 100% agree. Because, listen, as a guy who understands local governments pretty well, I'm just going to go with people should have a say where their money goes.
But I also bucked yesterday.
I know what you're going to say.
Send it to referendum. Send it to referendum. You don't get a damn thing done.
If you keep sending these to referendum.
Yeah, because
yes, but when there's a big project.
No.
Listen, but wait, hold on.
It's a big needed project.
You're not needed. Well, you're talking about a city with 7,000 people.
Maybe.
Yeah. I live in a city with 125,000 people.
Right.
$40 million fucking dollars is a mega project. I don't give a fuck what city, but now you're talking about 7,000 people got to pay for this, and the businesses or whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, and I get the taxes, and the businesses get fucked. As a businessman, we get fucked a lot. But anyway,
yeah, but I fucked it too, because I was on a commission. They called me in to, how are we going to pay for this? How are we going to pay for that? And then nobody would say anything. And they said, okay, well, let's adjourn. We're not going to get it done.
Well, that's bullshit.
And I said, okay, sit back down. And as a restaurant,
now I'm drinking.
The largest restaurant owner in town, and I said restaurant food and beverage tax, and the fucking jaws went straight to the floor.
And you were the biggest restaurant at that time in Seacrets. Yeah.
So it's a pass along. That's what the government doesn't understand now in our.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't understand because they've never been in business.
Never ran a fucking business.
I'm not good. If you raise my taxes, I'm not going to pay it. The middle class is going to pay it.
Yeah.
I'm going to raise my prices. I'm not losing my old boat. I'm not losing my house. I'm not going to starve my cat, and I'm going to take vacations. So just like I alluded to earlier, if my trip and fall insurance is over $800,000, everybody's paying a nickel more a drink.
I was just going to say, you pass on the cost.
That's right. When the government says, "Well, no, you're going to get it out," no, it's an indirect pass directly to the middle class that uses your product that's going to pay, and the government sloughs it off and say the rich people are going to pay it and they're going to get less in profits. Bullshit.
Of course. I mean, I think 101. I think
they don't do 101. The only thing they do 101 is how to pad their pockets and how to not get things done. You want to have something done, do it. If you want to get it done wrong, have the government do it.
Well, you're talking about now. You just said government, and that local government to pay $40 million is fucking it up.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, I hope it doesn't. Listen, I could give a fuck. I live in fucking South Florida, or Middle Florida, actually. I live in the Space Coast. I don't know if you know where that is. Cape Canaveral area. Melbourne, Palm Bay. That's where I live. And that's east of Orlando. And we grow like a fucking weed. Our county's 550, 70,000 people. And each city, I live in the biggest city in that county. And yes, do I help people get elected? Yes. Do I do the right thing? And I still do it, no matter what I want.
But it's changed. You got number 9.
Who?
You know what number 9 is?
No.
Okay, well, it's my favorite number. My favorite number is 3. 3 times 3 is 9.
Why is 9 your number now?
Now it's no longer as much about number 9. Number 9 is the 9th letter of the alphabet, I. So you used to do it for I, and now you're doing it for not only 9 or 13, M for me, you're doing it for we. You're doing it for the people because you don't need to do it for 9 or 13. Okay?
I love that.
Yeah.
So now your real number is what? Not 9, not 13, whatever W is. 22?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I just made that up.
You know what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
But I love the we. I mean, I listen, I do it. I mean, I understand. I always had the heart, though, even as a gangster.
Yeah, but the gangster was more about 9. It was more about 13. And now you're making money off the populace with your podcast.
No. Hold on. You're putting everybody into a category, Leighton.
Aren't we all?
No. There are people who do things for the right reason. Maybe. I think I do.
Well, so do I. That's a category.
What fucking category is that? I'm loving this fucking guy. I love this guy.
It's changed from 9. It's changed from 13.
And now it's all of us.
It's all of us.
Or we.
And you're making money off of talking about the used to be I that went to prison 4 terms of 12, which I don't figure out. You got out easy. You know what I mean? You got out early, right?
No.
You're not.
I did 4 12-year sentences.
You were in for 48 years?
No, see, you are not understanding how the system works.
Exactly. You got out early on good behavior or something.
No. I had 4 concurrent 12-year sentences.
What the hell does that mean?
I'll tell you what. Why do you think they give a guy a life sentence, 3 life sentences? You think you could die 3 times?
Well, probably did 3 things really bad.
What it means is you already did, but what I did a lot more than 4. What it means, Leighton, is if I won one of them on appeal or any kind of technicalities or anything else, I still got to do my time. They have what they call consecutive.
So what'd you find out they did wrong?
No, who?
Well, you didn't do 48 years.
Because I got 4 12-year sentences run concurrent.
Right now, this is a perfect example of why my dad thought that I was retarded. And that's why I got kicked out of school.
You're far from fucking retarded.
Well, that's why I went to first grade twice, because my dad said I wasn't right.
I didn't say that. I got left back first grade.
They wouldn't put me back.
You too? I got left back in first grade. I swear. And I don't even like to say it, but go ahead. Now, when you said it, it made me fucking smile. You have to go somewhere. If you do.
Hold on a second. My best friend's calling. He just got back from the trip.
Yeah, in that, just open that thing. Okay. Now open that thing while I keep talking. I think that he'll get it. There's a charger in there.
Hey, buddy.
You remember that wire?
Good.
No, the
Good.
wire. No, the wire that right. This wire, and there's a plug on the other side. Okay, buddy. Look at this. This is the real deal, everybody, because this is not being cut. This is not being cut. We are with Leighton Moore. I'm having a great time. I'm drinking. Look at this. Leighton and I are drinking a fucking bottle of his fucking whiskey, everybody.
Cool.
Look at it's a bottle of Leighton's whiskey. And I will tell you what an amazing guy. I'm having more fun today.
Well, let's do lunch sometime
than I had a long time. And I'll tell you what.
All right, man. I'm in the middle of some kind of podcast.
He's doing.
All right. I love you, though, buddy.
I love this guy. I really do. Leighton, you're an amazing man. I listen. I think I'm doing most of this, but all right. And you say I was fucking weak, but I'm not going to even go there. You can leave that off. You don't get it. Don't mean shit. You know. You leave it off. Leave it off. I don't give a fuck. I wanted you to hear the thing it's going to cost me from the Jewish guy. So was I supposed to say that? Like you having difficulty with these?
I listen. I didn't get straight because I was smart. I got kicked out.
Yeah, you had a hard time with those too. Oh, fucking Leighton. That is fucking.
You're not speeding through it either.
Yes,
your headphones.
Right here. Right.
All right.
Right, whatever. Right, you see the right?
I don't give a crap. I'm dyslexic.
Oh, we just left off on a great point.
I don't know what it was.
No, I do.
I have no memory.
You have a fucking
no. I can see the future. I can't. Listen, that's why I got kicked out of school, because I can see the future, kind of. I can see where things are going. I can see what I want to think about. But as far as memorizing the past, it's fucking done. I can't do anything about it. Why should I learn it? I know history repeats itself.
Yeah,
I remember that stuff. But as far
I'm a history guy for that reason.
How to put my earphones on or what we were just talking about, that's your job.
I want to show everybody. So the people who go on this show and they do come to the podcast, I want them to look at go online. And Leighton gave me one of the best tours I really had. I had a lot of fun. And I again. Oh. Leighton gave me a great tour, and I want to thank you again for that.
Well, you should bring in people in, more people to more better.
We did it for a reason.
We did it. Yeah, it was abbreviated, man. I didn't tell one story. I mean, really, I didn't.
No, Leighton, listen, we're gonna do. Listen,
It's about
I
the
would
stories,
love
man.
to take some fucking people back here, and I'd like you to do the tour.
You know what would really be cool? And I mean, this is egotistical.
No, it's not. Fuck, don't say that.
Well, no,
because people
well,
say it to me.
You didn't know what I was going to say.
No, I don't give a fuck what it is, because it's not egotistical.
Of course it is.
Why?
Why? Because I'm so full of myself that I think I can show you a really good time if you wait until I get the wedding pavilion done, because then I can show you the wedding pavilion, the distillery, Secret South, that kind of thing. It's not just a one-trick pony. If
you think you're a fucking one-trick pony, you're fucking nuts.
I got more proof coming.
You don't need a fucking another thing.
I do.
Leighton, if you think you're a one-trick pony
I
now.
I said it. No, I'm the two-trick pony. I got Secrets, got a radio station.
Come on,
and
man.
that's because of Bulldog.
You hear what I just sounded? Come on, man. Fucking
man.
that fucking wacko. Come on, man. No. Honestly, you just fucking an intriguing individual. You are more so than I heard from last night from the guys.
They don't know me.
Bullshit. I think they know you pretty well. Bulldog does. I heard some shit.
I haven't done a podcast with him, and he's asked me 10 times.
Well,
I don't know why I'm here.
I don't know either, but I'm glad you're here. How's that?
Well, you said we
could
do illegal stuff and drink.
You can do anything you want in this fucking podcast. Hey, here to watch this?
You want to try some double barrel?
Oh.
This is double barrel.
Let me tell you what's happening, everybody. I'm gonna look right at the camera. So, and he late. Of course, you speak anything.
Well, I can't. You're talking.
Leighton Moore is opening another fucking bottle. Of
This
whiskey.
was a mistake.
What's a mistake?
Are you gonna talk, or you want me to talk?
You're great.
I mean, you got to tell me what I got to live to.
Hey, Leighton, my audience is saying, Larry, you having a ball. I really am. Please, Leighton, talk.
Okay, so
talk.
So
we ain't driving, kid.
Would you shut the fuck up? So my staff, my managers, right, the ones I gave, part of the property because they earned it. They usually say, "Hey, don't do this, don't do that. That won't work. This won't work," and they usually try and logically tell me not to do stuff, which is, like this called a controller for a reason. You know what I mean? love him to death. He's one of my best friends, within reason. He tries to control me. I fight him a lot. And he said, "Hey, you can build we can make it so, because beer, you can brew beer and you can sell it in your own place. We can make our own liquor. We built a distillery." I went, "Oh, I could have built it for, well, I told him it'd be 2.5. Well, I'm dyslexic, so it was 5.2.
You thought it was going to be 2.5 million, it's 5.2.
Yeah, well, it's, just two numbers mixed up.
Yeah, pretty big fucking numbers. Is he crazy? I love him.
I don't know what I was talking about then.
Come on, you're talking about your employees telling you to fucking stop the shit.
To
do the beer. Now you want to fucking...
Then I went to the liquor.
I love that.
I think there's something in the air. I forgot what I was talking about.
Leighton, this is the truth. You're gonna catch it. Just shut me up. You know what makes podcasts great? And I mean this.
Yeah, dyslexia, not knowing where you're going. It just ends up wherever the hell.
You know, Leighton.
I mean, it's not something you can forecast, right?
Leighton,
it's not like the weather, okay?
Oh, you can't
You
do that,
have
too. The fuck you can't do that shit.
People interrupt you usually?
All the time, and I love it.
Good.
Good. Let me tell you why.
Why?
You know, when I started a podcast, I called it The Real Deal because I don't cut, I don't edit, I don't give a fuck.
I'll never do it. If I do an ad, I only do it once. If it's not good enough, then don't play it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna do it again. I got time.
Leighton, it's not even you. I have time. This is my business.
You know, one of my favorite things is you show up on time and they say, "Hey, you're early," or you know, you're not late. I say, "Yeah, I don't got time to be early." You know what I mean? I don't got time to be early.
Yeah, but I'm not a late guy. I think that's the most disrespect you can do.
I still don't know what we were talking about when I was talking about something else. I'm serious, man.
And I love it.
No,
You know, Leighton, when I did this thing, the podcast, I have a very big YouTube, very big, and we were the fastest growing channel on YouTube out of the fucking world. We had the #1 playlist fucking in 2021 through my book, and I only came about it because I got pissed at fucking Condess Travel, which owns Vanity Fair and all that shit, and those motherfuckers didn't do what they were supposed. Like they fucking reneged or something. I go, fuck them. That's just the way I am. I fucking go crazy working fucking weeks. When I say deep dive, I'm fucking a nut, like probably you, and fucking research. Fucking, I know every fucking number, this, that. Started YouTube. I only started YouTube 2.5. Now it's 3 years. 1.5 million. We were the fastest growing fucking channel on YouTube. But anyway, 162 million views. It's fucking sick shit. And you know, so we started a podcast. And
it's not helping me know what I was talking about.
I know, but it's gonna catch. You're gonna catch it.
No, I won't.
Okay, so you know. But what happened?
Have you tried this yet?
It was a booze. Yeah, I wanted the booze. I drank half this shit. You know,
I figured it out. Okay, so I built this distillery, right, for $5.2 million.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I said I'd pay for it with the VIG, and you know, the VIG.
People don't understand VIG. I love
VIG is the interest on the money you borrow from the bank.
It just comes from the man.
And so, you know, I made it so cool that people coming in and they buy. You know, it's average about $30 a person. You know?
Is that what a tour costs?
No, it costs $15, but they spend another $15 on liquor on their way out.
Gotcha.
T-shirts and
Gotcha.
So now I'm forgetting what I was talking about again. Anyway, so one of the first things we did is I like rum, right? So rum comes out clean. It's white. It's clear, you know? It's not white. It's clear. So it comes out, and then you put it in a barrel, and it turns the gold color, right? And so you take the rum, you turn it into gold rum. Then you take the gold rum, you make it spiced rum. And anyway, my bartender, Scott, he said, man, that's really good stuff. You gotta keep that. That's going to be worth a lot of money someday. I'm going, oh, okay. You know, well, I know it's not going to age. It's not going to get any better. It's going to stay on my right in a bottle. It's not going to change. So I took, and this is bad, but I took cases and cases and cases of the spiced rum because Scott says you got to save it. Well, I know you got to put it back in a barrel. So I took cases and cases, and I filled up 2 10-gallon oak cask, and I put them in my pool pump room.
Your pool pump room?
Yeah.
In your house?
Yeah.
What the fuck? You got me fucked up. You took 2 casks of the wooden cask, 10 gallon each one.
I'm impatient.
Well, no shit. But right, you put them in the fucking pump room.
Think about it now. During the daytime.
What kind of fucking temperature control is in it?
Oh, exactly. You're smart. During the day, when you turn the pumps on and everything, it's hot as balls. Right? So you got a containment vessel that will not allow it to expand. And you got a volume of 20 gallons. It's going to force its way out one way or another. So it goes into the oak. And you turn the pumps off. Your fans are on. It cools down at night. Comes back out. It breathes like 4 times faster. So hey, man, guess what I did to the head distiller, who was my barback.
Right. He was a barback originally.
He didn't know the first thing about it. That's another story. You'll forget it. But anyway.
No, I won't.
Yeah, what you do. I'm forgetting what I'm talking about, okay? Oh, so I put it in my pool pump room. And I said to the head distiller, Cody, I said, Cody, I got 20 gallons of this spice rum, and I put it in a barrel. I got it in a pool pump room. He says, you can't do that. You can't do that's.
How did he notice?
You're not. I told him I had it.
Oh no, but he knew enough that.
No, because you put it in a barrel, right?
In a controlled environment.
But it's 190 proof, 180 proof. I put it in at whatever this is,
don't spill
70. It. I ain't gonna spill it. If I do,
look at me. It's alcohol abuse.
So it's 70 proof. So I put it in at 70 proof. Well, stuff can happen. It's 70 proof. It's not flammable. I mean, stuff can grow in it. I don't know. There's a reason why nobody's ever done it. So I ignored it. Well, a friend of mine, big dude, Troy, we're cleaning out my pool pump room so I can get into some of the gauges and twirly birds, right? And he says, what do you want me to do with these 2 casks? I said, well, and my dad was tight. He was brutal. And so I said, well, I told it, the stuff in it's no good, but we can maybe save the barrel. I said, take him over to Cody and tell him I want him to wear a face shield and protective gear and have him debung it and drain it, and we'll save the barrel. Okay. So I catch one. I'm walking around drinking and having a good time. God knows I'm not working. And I'm over there in the sand, and here comes Cody walking along, strutting. How you doing? He says, that's really good. I was like, what are you talking about? He says, the rum. It's really good. And I said, well, yeah. So what? He said, well, another rum that was in the barrel that you said, oh, okay, I got you. What do you mean it's really good? He said, well, it's overcooked because I left it down in the pool pump room for 2 years. He said, but nobody's ever done it. It's really good. At Karma again, right? So we went ahead, we made the rum, we made the gold rum. We took the gold rum, made the spice rum, take the spice rum, and we put it in a barrel again. And I can't say
put it in your coat, fucking put it in your pool room.
No. That was too much of a. It was uncontrolled. Course. And so we're bringing this stuff out, and it's like been barreled, and I'm over at Jimbo's.
What's Jimbo's?
Yeah, a friend of mine. He owns a bar called the Full Moon Saloon, which used to be my name.
Okay.
I didn't care when he borrowed it. And so he said, oh, that's double barrel. Good ear, redneck. That's double barrel. And that's why it's called double barrel. It's like a shotgun.
Okay.
Double barrel because it was clear.
In a barrel, taken out of a barrel, put back in a barrel.
Yeah, double barrel. Like Karma. And it kind of caught on. The double.
That's the fucking shit we're drinking right now?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. You want to try some?
I do. Can I get another glass, please?
See, in the end, we're going to have 3 of these things set up here, and we're not going to be able to talk.
That's all right.
Out there in listening land, if there's anybody really, I don't know if it's bullshit or not, but if anybody's listening.
A lot of people listening. That's the problem.
The wildfire. I'm not saying you got to drink mine. That's really my best whiskey that's been, cinnamonized, but and sorry, Fireball, but it's bad stuff.
Leighton,
yeah.
You said to me today, and I was sober at the time because I'm already not sober. But hold on, let me finish this too.
You gonna have some? Is this yours?
Leighton, can I tell you something?
Evidently,
you didn't drink shit compared to I drank on your fucking Fireball. It's not Fireball. It's a whiskey, a cinnamon whiskey.
Yeah, but it's real.
Thank you. It's very good. No. It's a different glass. I'll leave it there because I'll probably drink that.
This is the double barrel.
Now, this is double barrel. Now, this is the shit you kind of invented?
Well, by accident.
Well, yeah, but you fucking invented it, no?
Okay, so they told me that I could build a distillery, all right, because we can cut our costs down by a lot because we'd cut out the middleman, the whole 9 yards. And that's Karma, too, is another story.
He's fucking great.
And I'm coming down the steps. I'm going like, and just they asked me upstairs, well, who's the distiller? I don't know the first thing about it. None of us do. And I come
you got so many questions. I got so many.
At the bottom of the stairs is this guy. I've seen him. I can't remember names. I swear to God, I can't. I'm sorry. And,
I'm Larry.
No, you're Frank. And anyway, so because you speak Frank, that's a key.
I love it. That's good.
I come down and this guy I've seen him. He says, Leighton, I'm Cody. Thank you. And the only reason I know that because my son's name is Cody because I hate my name. Another story. So
fuck a minute. You can't just bypass that.
No, yeah, I come back to it.
We're gonna.
If I talk about it, I won't remember what I'm talking about. I come down the stairs and he says, I've been a bar back here for 17 years.
At Seacrets.
Yeah. And
you didn't know him.
636 employees. I had ADD, and I don't fraternize too much with them. I used to, but then I got married. Not men. But anyway, so I see. He said, I'm in
we don't care who you get married.
I do.
Okay.
He said 17 years, and I don't know anything about distillation of alcohol. I know how to brew some beer. He said, but I want to be your head distiller.
Just like that.
And just like that. And I looked at him just like that. And I said, holy shit. That's another story. But it's an offshoot. Anyway, I said, I told you I had ADD, right? And so we
both do. So this is fucking perfect.
I said, well, listen, if you got enough balls to tell me that you don't know anything about distillation and you want to be a head distiller, I got enough balls to
say yes.
I said, go upstairs, change your title, but not your salary.
Really?
And I sent him to a distillery, Karma, up north, the only one that would let us go in and learn. And this guy was playing with real maceration of fruit. The chances of that are zero almost. He was brewing.
When you told us about maceration, that's what that was about.
But they were using real fruit. And that's why he got trained on something that now makes us more different than anybody.
Oh, yeah.
Just Karma. This everything's
amazing.
Karma.
And now you buy fucking fruit by the fucking carload.
Train car.
Train carload.
Yeah. Well, it's better than your orange juice.
I don't know. Orange juice pretty good.
Do you like this?
Let me try it.
I don't even know what we got.
I'll try it. Now, this is double barrel?
Mm-hmm. Now, tell me that.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. Tell me that's not good.
Holy fuck.
So last year.
Listen, everybody, I just want to say this. You're out there. You can get this shit. You can go online.
No.
You cannot buy this online?
Nope.
You cannot buy this online.
No. Let me do the sales pitch. I know what I'm talking about. So, now I don't know what I was talking about.
Yeah, your barback bean is the distillery. He begins maceration. He does the maceration. Oh, he does maceration. Cody, is he your guy?
No,
is that quit. The guy you met today?
No, he quit.
Why the fuck did he quit?
To start his own distillery.
He's got his own distillery.
Yeah.
Is he doing good?
He ain't opened yet.
I don't know. You don't hate him, though. Good.
No, I wish him all the luck in the world.
Right. I can see it. You are fucking a good nude.
Well, no. Maybe I'm lying.
Nah, I hope you're not lying. Because I don't lie. And I'll tell you what. I don't give a fuck. I don't lie. I hope you do. Because anybody who does shit with me, unless they fucking do me wrong, I want them to do good.
Yeah.
Because life is not what I think their life is about.
It's going to be hard.
I didn't say that.
It's going to be hard for him.
And you know that.
Yeah, I know.
And you came from a place of different. You came from probably. You were talking about something that's anyway. So when I was a kid, I worked for two. He's just like me.
I'm
this
not
is
kidding.
dangerous, man.
Yeah. So
fucking.
You're going to listen to me. Too. It's not your show. Come on. You hired me to come in and run, right? I'm trying to run. Okay.
Run it.
Okay. So I'm a kid, right now. They kicked me out of first. My dad kicked me out of first grade because he said I was retarded. I shouldn't use that word. I wasn't right. I was special.
No, you're all right.
I was special.
In this show, you're all right.
I was special. Okay.
He
used the word. Okay. It hurt my feelings. But so he told the first grade that I shouldn't be sent to second grade. So Dr. Hyde, who was a county psychiatrist, came in and interviewed me. He shook up a box. After came the box, it was stars and moons and half moons and squares.
You know about that?
Yeah. He says, now, Leighton,
I hired a retarded guy?
Well, it's not special.
Okay.
You're interrupting my story. I'm going to forget where I'm at, and I'm going to look stupid, okay? Can you just shut up for a minute? You got number 9 going, okay? God damn. So
I can't take it.
So he says, Leighton, I know it's not easy, but do you think you can put the different shapes in the correct hole to get into the box? And I went like, boom, 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 boom. And we talked. This first time an adult had actually listened to me. Because my dad, remember, he went through the Depression. He was born in 1896. We weren't allowed to talk. I had an adult talking to me in the mimeograph room. Remember that? You don't remember what that smelled like, but you do, maybe. And we're in there. And he talked to my dad. And my dad said, Dr. Hunt said, there's nothing wrong with your son. You just need to spend some time with him and pay attention. Well, Dad got pissed. And the Ocean City Elementary down the 2nd Street is now City Hall. They wouldn't put me back in 1st grade because they knew there was nothing wrong with me. I only pretended I couldn't read to my parents so they would spend time with me, man. But when I got to school,
makes sense, though.
But how stupid do you have to be when a kid says, Jack and Jill fell up the hill. I mean, I'm not good at lying at that age. They should have seen through it anyway. So they wouldn't put me back in 1st grade. Dad said I was special. He packed up the whole family when I was 7 years old and moved them to Berlin and put me back.
Berlin was that?
It's the little town 7 miles from here. Cool.
Okay, so it's still Ocean City.
Yeah, no, Berlin.
Berlin is what?
You're interrupting again. It's a town 7 miles from here. It's not Ocean City. It's Berlin. Okay?
I just said 7 miles so people are looking.
It's not Berlin.
Fuck are they talking about?
Okay, so it's Berlin. So it put me in 1st grade, all right, because they enrolled me in 1st grade. And then they moved back to Ocean City and drove me to Berlin to go to school, right?
So it's more work for them.
Where was I going with this? I don't even know anymore. You can't make it up. I don't know. I was going somewhere.
No, you were fucked up and you still made it. Can I say okay?
Well, I made it until 9th grade, and they didn't have football. So then
Did you play football?
No, not then because I got.
Did you play football before?
I went to a place I call it a reform school, but it's a school for kids that have rich parents.
Oh, you have rich parents. That was the fucking deal.
We had money.
Fuck! See, I didn't have money.
Wouldn't spend it though. What the hell's the difference? He had it, wouldn't spend it, right? And so that took me, and it had no ocean. I couldn't surf. It took me a year and a half to get kicked out.
You know Murph the Surfer is?
It's a joke.
No, you know Murph the Surfer is?
No.
Fuck, you're not a surfer. I come from South Florida. South Florida. Murph the Surfer was first it was one of the biggest jewel thieves in the world. But he ended up. I beat him. I'm a bigger jewel thief. But Murph the Surfer is a surfer. That's how they call him, Murph the Surfer.
I was a surfer.
I mean, I'm talking real surfing.
I was real surfing. I was one of the first one. I went to Spider. We first opened up downtown. I bought one of the first Hobie surfboards in town. I was bought it with my own money. I was 12. Okay, and I was a surfer.
Boy, I love his age.
But remember, I said I can't. My mind won't flip. Like I can't even change the bar.
You are so fucking ADD. Yeah. You are me.
Well, you're trying to convince me something I already know. I'm trying to tell you a story.
He's fucking ADD. I love him.
What are we talking about?
People, we are not fucking around. We're not fucking around. Listen, can I ask you a question?
All right. So I could only go left. And I'm goofy-footed because when I took my sister's skates, they didn't have skateboards. All right, so
you can only go left on a surfboard?
Well, we took
anywhere.
We took a board, and I took my sister's metal roller skates, metal with metal ball bearings, and I put it on the bottom of a board. And we had one little hill, but if that thing hit a piece of sand, it stopped. You kept going. Well, nobody was around because nobody did it. So the first thing I did, I put my right foot forward, my strong foot forward. Well, you don't do that. So then I'm out in the ocean. I am 15. I'm a pretty good surfer. Not great, but I'm pretty good. All right. Because I had to work all the time.
Fucking amazing.
I decide I'm going to go right. So I put my right foot forward. The board rolls up the wave, 88 stitches in my face, right here, in my gums, the whole 9 yards. And so I pretty much quit surfing because I learned that the board is harder than my head. So I got a big respect for hardheads and what isn't. Anyway, obviously that wasn't funny. You used to laugh.
No.
Now you're just blowing your nose. Sorry. Let me know when this is over. You're gonna get tired of me.
No, you think I will get tired of you?
Yeah, imagine. You know what that looks like? That's kind of cool. I like nipples. Anyway,
what is that? No, what the fuck is that? Oh, that's the bottle fucking cord. Let me tell you something, people.
Oh shit.
We are sitting here with Leighton Moore, who is the owner of Seacrets. How's this? How about Seacrets everything? Because Seacrets has now a wedding pavilion.
No, soon.
Let me run the fucking show.
No, but you said it has it. And that
I
would
said,
be a lie.
Can I run the show?
Yeah. Well, you can try.
Can I run the Seacrets has a wedding pavilion. It will have a wedding pavilion.
Yeah, right. There you go. Now you got it right.
It's the story which I took a tour of. Was one of the. Listen, I've learned two things real quick with Leighton Moore. This fucking dude is no fucking what you think. He is a visionary. He has a fucking unbelievable mind for detail. I really believe that.
I love spending money.
It's not the money you fucking spend.
Without the money, you can't.
No. You got a lot of money, so fuck that.
No, I don't have it. I spend it.
Whatever you have it, to spend it, you have to have it.
No.
Leighton.
No.
Can I ask you a question, Leighton?
Wait till you have it to spend money. If you wait till you have money to spend it, you're not going to.
Wait, Leighton, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yeah.
How do you fly?
How do I fly?
Do you fly private?
What? No,
yeah.
I did once.
No. Oh, fuck with me, Leighton.
No, I did. Last year for my birthday, 70th birthday, we rented a plane, went to Nashville.
Leighton. Okay.
I don't know. That's throwing money away. Except the worst scatterbrain that the airlines are allowed to get away with, the more I would like to. But here's what it comes down to, and this is honest God truth. I'm not trying to patronize.
No, I know you're not. Leighton,
the amount of money
said to me is the truth.
I have no right to spend that much money on me when other people can use it. It ain't going to change me, but it will change their life. So,
can I ask you a question? I kind of find it bullshit. I'll tell you why. I have a bunch of friends, very wealthy friends. Some of them are very, 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 very well. I got one guy who's worth $10 billion, and he rents yachts like I rent fucking.
If I had $10 billion, I would too.
Right,
but I don't got that because I
didn't ask you. What I'm getting at is I understand people.
Yeah.
And he's a great guy. He's a genius. He got 20 patents. He bought Bitcoin at $6. He took his whole fucking thing. Whatever. It all means nothing. Meaning, I don't mean it means nothing. I know the people and I understand what you say. I understand a lot. And I love the way you are. And I'll tell you why. You are a visionary that I can't even understand. And I consider myself a visionary. I do.
There's only one that I know of, and that's Elon Musk.
Fucking, I love that guy. You don't even know how much I love the guy.
Everybody else is just.
Well, listen, the guy took. People don't know. I read his book. Did you know if he didn't go off with that rocket, his Tesla and everything else is bankrupt? People don't know that.
Well, I think they're finding that out now.
My point is, he did that and he became the richest man in the world.
Second now.
Well, who gives a fuck at that point?
I'm just nitpicking, giving you shit.
He's giving me shit.
What do you think about the double barrel?
Yeah, can I have one? You don't ask me what I think?
Well, I thought you would definitely tell me what you think. Is this thing on?
How about it is definitely on? My editor's going to say to me, "Do you want it all to go up?" Of course. We do not. And I am telling everybody out there, if you watch The Real Deal, because people do.
This is called The Real Deal?
The Real Deal with Larry.
You know, I've never watched podcasts.
We only put it up on the video. Now, listen, you forget the video because you're going to be heard more 10 times. How about 1,000 times more?
Yeah, but it's edited.
No.
It's got to be. You ain't going to put all this shit on the air.
Every fucking
The whole
word.
thing? Who the
Every.
hell's going to listen to all this crap?
Can I tell you?
1.8
How
million
many
people. Yeah, well.
Listen,
Hey,
my guy here.
You've got something better to do. You might want to leave now.
You fuck.
Well, I shot my wife. I'm done. That's
No,
all I
you
got.
ain't shot shit. Let me tell you what Nicholas is saying. And Nicholas, it worked for me. And he's a new hire, so to speak. Amazing young man. And I got to just say, he's so right. He's taught me a lot about this stuff. And, you know,
imagine so.
You and I don't know this shit.
No, not a damn thing. All we know is how to run our mouths. He's running the show.
Nicholas is smart, young guy. Helps me out a lot of ways. And I'll tell you what. He said to me, Larry, he goes, you know what he said to me today when we were talking, we were doing that shit. We did a view. I want everybody to know, just go to Instagram and you're going to see Leighton and I on Instagram and you're going to see some shit.
So I don't know what.
Don't worry about it. You don't need to know.
Okay. Fucking
Nick goes, we got to put this on Instagram. You fucking told me about fucking the poison of Fireball.
Oh, it's horrible.
No.
I shouldn't have said it.
No. What bullshit? Why not?
Because
no. Do you believe that?
Oh, yes.
Is it the truth?
Yep.
Then why can't you say it?
Well, because there's usually ramifications, repercussions, and backlash.
Do you give a fuck?
Well, no, I just.
Can I ask you a question? Is it bad for me?
Yeah, you can do it. Sure.
No, I asked you a question.
Yeah, it's not good stuff.
Will it hurt me?
Yes, definitely.
Leighton, I mean this. You taught me something, and I mean that. I don't mean that as a bullshit.
You can't get wildfire anywhere except 4 or 5 states.
Can I get it here?
Oh yeah.
Can I call you and buy some?
No.
Can you send me some?
No.
You can't fucking send me a bottle?
No.
Can I come up here and fucking goddamn buy it?
Yes.
I will come up here and fucking buy 20 bottles.
Good, but I'm not doing this podcast shit again. It's just I only got this one trick pony. Remember?
You won't do another one with me? You motherfucker. You will do one with me.
Maybe.
I love him. So I want to hear another thing. I'm gonna give you a tour. You were giving me a tour today.
Yeah.
Just to let everybody know, we got 2 bottles open already. I fucking killed half a bottle, and it was mostly me. Fucking Leighton didn't fucking hit into this bottle of Wi-Fi, and the reason he gave me that was because we talked about Fireball.
Yeah.
I'm being honest. Listen to me. I did not know that, and I want everybody to know that.
Yeah, it's not whiskey. It's whiskey extract.
And listen, man, I mean, that's a fucking great thing to know. Because I drank buckets.
But you can taste the difference.
Totally.
Yeah, it's one.
Listen to me. I'm not kidding you. I don't give a fuck. I need to buy a ton of bottles, and fucking.
We have people that come to Seacrets to the liquor store, and buy cases and cases of their favorite liquor because you can't get it in like Pennsylvania controlled state. Can't get it in Florida. Can't get it in anywhere except Maryland.
But I can come here with my RV and buy them.
Yeah, buy you.
Huh? Yeah, why can't you buy?
I don't have a license to sell.
Oh, you don't have a license to sell out of other states?
Maryland, Delaware, Virginia. I think we have that now. New Jersey.
Well, I hope you got Virginia. You got a bar opening there.
That's a good idea. Yeah. That's why they're carrying it. I think. Plus, we've got a naval base or something.
Fucking big military base.
It's some kind of military. I think it's probably the one in Norfolk.
Well, listen, I was in Norfolk. Not only Norfolk, I went to. I was a heavyweight. I'm getting into my life right now. We're going to talk more. We're with Leighton Moore. We are with Leighton Moore. If you want to know more about Leighton Moore, please click the link in our fucking shit below. And I'm going to fucking put. If you want to know about more Leighton Moore, you email me. because, and everybody knows my email. I fucking learned so much about Leighton Moore, and I'm so impressed.
Well, we're going to talk about something else.
You don't worry about Leighton Moore.
I don't even like my name.
Leighton.
My grandfather named my father Leighton.
Can I say something?
My father named
Can I
me
say
Leighton.
that?
I get it.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Let's talk about something else.
I get it.
Okay.
I totally get it.
Good.
But you're on my fucking show.
I know. I'm better at telling stories.
Let me tell you something. Leighton Moore is a mega, and I'm gonna say this, very humble man. You are very humble.
I just don't like talking about myself. I'll tell stories though.
Can I say something?
Can I tell another story?
I tell stories.
Okay, good.
That's just what I do.
Right.
That's what I'm known for.
You're supposed to let people tell their stories as opposed to
tell your fucking story.
I don't know. Give me a lead.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How did you come about opening a store in Virginia?
Because
wait. Did you buy property and say, I'm opening a fucking Seacrets in fucking Virginia?
No, you asked me a question, now you're answering it. You want the truth?
Well, I fucking preempted that. Can you tell me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
My son-in-law is the head of marketing for the distillery, and he had a hard time getting into Virginia, so he got into a military base, and that's his end to get Virginia.
So your booze is in a military base in Virginia?
Yeah, somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, it's not my job. But anyway, yeah. But it's not really Virginia. It's in a U.S. military base, which is a start to other military bases. But we can't make anymore because we're limited.
That's big.
But now, because we're in Virginia and because I'm building in Virginia, now we can sell.
Now, did you start the build before you knew that?
I ain't started to build yet.
Oh, fuck. Do you own the property?
I ain't going to start that till I get done the...
Do you own the property in Virginia?
Well, the bank does. I just babysit the mortgage. And the VIG.
You own the...
I am on the hook for the VIG. But do I own it? No.
You own the fucker. So you own the VIG.
Yeah.
You're paying the interest on a property that you want to start a franchise at.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, where does that go? At what? Now, you know what blew me away, Leighton?
Hard to tell.
Fucking guy is great. This is a fucking interview for the ages. Listen to me, people. Leighton, now you're what has fucking got you to where you are in Virginia? What is your time frame? You have a wedding pavilion going up. What's the time frame?
That'll finish in May.
Can I come down here in May and film it?
Sure.
Would you do an interview with me?
No. This is a one-shot pony.
Don't fucking tell me that, you motherfucker. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah, sure. I'll talk to you, but what are we going to talk about? We already talked about it.
No, we'll talk about just the wedding pavilion.
Oh, I don't know. That's a short story.
Shit, I'm going to get a girl on here who's talking about how she's sucking a guy's dick to get fucking goddamn the wedding.
I'm at a loss for words.
He didn't even fucking have a word for that.
No. Well, I do.
But you have a beach and everything.
Yeah.
You don't have just a wedding pavilion.
It's the only
every
beach on
time.
the
Let me tell you something. What happened, guys? Yes, do that. What happened? Yeah, take your videos. What has happened was, Bobolo talked to me. He goes, this guy's the most interesting guy you'll ever meet.
No, that's tequila.
No, it ain't. Fuck you. Listen, I ain't that fucked up yet. He said, he says the most interesting guy you'll ever meet, and he's fucking never wrong. I swear to God, he said that. He goes, the guy's just a smart guy.
I told a story on the radio today in the radio station about a mistake.
Obviously, you made mistakes.
Yeah.
We all make mistakes.
You know that boat out there on the beach, the bar?
How the fuck I know that?
It's moved 3 times because I didn't get it right the first or the second time.
Is it your boat?
It's a boat that I bought.
So it's your boat?
Yeah. Well,
is it your boat?
No, well, the bank owns the mortgage, but yeah.
Stop with the bullshit. Come on, fucking Leighton. Do you own a boat on the fucking water?
I own my house, and I own the
Leighton,
boat.
stop the fucking around. All right, I got to drink more. The fucking guys got me drinking. I'll have a drink with you. Leighton, never put a glass down once you fucking salute. Did you know that?
No, once you salute,
Don't you touch a glass to another man.
No, you always put it down.
Don't you ever.
I always put it down.
Can I tell you why?
I'll tell you why.
Go ahead. You tell me why.
No, you started this argument.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was with John Gotti and a lot of people. And once you salute, you put it down. That's kind of disrespect. You collect the glass, you eat, you drink. I don't care if you take a sip. Put it down.
You can't.
Huh?
You can't. You name drop Gotti.
Of course.
I'm going to tell you, I name drop to all that went before us. And so when we do a toast, regardless of what it is, you touch it down in respect to all that went before us, all the people, all the experiences, all the tales.
Okay, I can fly with that.
You don't take your hand off of it. You salute,
okay.
Touch
you
it
don't
down.
not drink it.
No, you don't. You
don't not drink it.
Oh, I drink anything I get my hands on. What the hell happened to the other half of the bottle? But
all I know is you're not
you
pouring
ready?
me more.
That's my last name. I don't pour that down. No, it just when you toast. Uh-oh. This is probably something I got to take this one.
Take it.
Hey, buddy.
We got Leighton Moore here. I'm sitting here doing this podcast with Nick, Leighton Moore, and
right.
I just had to lock the table back because I didn't know what was going on.
That's great.
Leighton Moore is
That's
the
amazing.
owner of Seacrets.
Send it over to Beth or Mary so she can send a check.
He's paying a bill. He is a great guy.
Cool, man. Thanks.
All right, we took your mic away because you paid the bill.
Just got a building permit on something.
Anyway, Leighton Moore. We owe it Leighton Moore, who is the.
Saying it.
I'm not going to stop.
Okay.
We owe it Leighton Moore, who is the owner of Seacrets.
We're with Larry and Nicholas and Leighton Moore. And Nicholas doesn't say much. He don't even got a mic.
Holy fuck. Listen, I've been doing a lot of interviews in my life. Now, I've been on Daily Show, Jesse Waters, fucking Maria Bartolome, Frank, all of these people. I do a lot of fucking TV. I can only say this. Leighton, you are a fucking great character.
You said it.
Amazing man.
I don't know about that, but I'm a character.
I don't either. You're an amazing man.
I still don't know what consecutive terms means. I just want to tell you, that's amazing to me. 48 gets reduced down.
No, it's not 48.
4 times 12.
Listen, Leighton is still wondering how Larry Lawton did 4 12-year sentences.
Yeah, and you're 61.
Because they got out in fucking 12 years.
How the hell you do that?
Because it's
you mean tell me they give you 48 years and you get them all done in 12? Because
yes, what happens, Leighton?
I gotcha. Now I know what it means.
Leighton's phone's going off. He's the fucking biggest. Leighton, shut that fucking phone. You're going to take the fucking call.
Hello? Yeah. I'm good. I'm in the middle of some kind of cast pot or something. So
it's called podcast.
A podcast.
And tell the guy to hang the fucking phone up.
It's my brother-in-law.
Oh, tell your brother-in-law you'll be off the fucking show in a minute. 30 minutes.
Bye.
Do I what? Look in my bag. Leighton, you're a fucking amazing guy. And I'm having more fun here than I have in most interviews.
Well, pick a subject. Let's talk about
No. We're going to keep on the subject of this.
Are we done?
No.
Oh.
You know what done is? When you tell me,
that
Larry,
bottle.
pretty much so. I got a great tour.
Who did that?
I did.
No, you did. Yeah. Oh, my. 2 bottles racing each other.
They're gonna kick out of you, man. You know the bad part? You can't give him anymore. He's driving. He's the driver.
You don't have to leave.
You are right.
Yeah. I mean,
see, look at Nick. Look. He agrees with you.
So far, yesterday you were over there, and
No.
now you're over here. You drove that far. I own the street.
Am I
So-
okay to stay here? Will you give me permission to stay right here?
Yeah, the city might not.
I don't give a fuck. Do you own this property?
No, but I play.
You own the fucking property that I'm on, right?
I paid a fig. Okay, so I own
You
it.
paid a vig?
I paid a fig.
So am I allowed to stay here?
You stay here as long as you want till tomorrow.
Oh, says tomorrow. Let's get the fuck out. Leighton, I'm not kidding you. I had more fun with you.
Are we done?
No,
The hat is in past tense.
we are not.
I just didn't know. You know, it's like catch and release. I don't know when I'm released. Okay. If you want stories, give me a line. You know, feed me a line. I'll go. But you know, until then, I got things to do.
Oh, you're looking to get out of here?
No. But if you're gonna keep,
I
talking
know.
about
I have
me,
a question for you,
yeah.
Leighton. I have a question
All
for
right,
you.
let's start it.
Okay, you told me about your timeline.
How do you remember all these questions?
Because I got a fucking This is
So
true.
you don't get high because you can't remember shit like this when you get high. I ain't saying another word.
Oh, you don't, because I got pretty good. Leighton,
Right.
you are ready. We're going to talk about this. You have a time frame for the wedding pavilion, which you gave me a tour, which I'm not kidding you. I heard about you. Didn't know any of
You
it.
still talking about me. Let's talk about something
Leighton,
else. Sex,
Leighton,
drugs, and
Leighton.
rock and roll.
Oh, we'll do that.
Okay, all right, quit using my name. Let's talk about something. Give me a subject. Let me
Leighton
talk
Moore,
about-
everybody. Just fucking Google him. It's Leighton. Leighton, stop.
Google them. What does that mean? You can. Somebody said you.
Leighton.
I've never looked at it. You know, I did. I actually did. I'm not gonna lie. I Googled myself and I can't read it. I can't read. Did you got to focus? Can't do that.
Did you Google me before you come on here?
You think bullshit. I don't care that much. What am I going to do? Google you? Why would I Google you? I can't even read about me.
I fucking Leighton. I gotta
What?
stop you, Leighton.
We're talking about me. Let's just give me a
Leighton,
subject. Let me tell stories. What?
Leighton, you got a wedding pavilion.
Okay, good.
Okay,
Yeah.
you showed me some fucking amazing shit. Fucking doors that go up and down on the third floor.
Yeah.
Whole bunch of shit.
Yep.
When does that do open?
May.
This May it's opening.
Yeah.
I gotta come here. You know that.
Okay.
I'm coming here. I'm parking right in front of your fucking liquor store.
Okay.
And we're gonna do a show.
Okay.
Will you promise me you will come on one of my
The rate
shows
we're
again?
going, we're still going to be on the fucking air.
All right. Can I Fuck, I ain't been this fucked up.
It's like a movie. It's a never-ending story. You know what I mean?
Leighton.
Right.
People are going to say, Larry, you're fucked up.
Yeah.
Can I say the truth, everybody?
Who are you talking to?
I am a little bit...
You're looking at me. You're talking to me. Oh, shit. I got one on me, too.
You do.
That's why I had to turn it around.
You know, I don't blame you.
God, no.
I got to
Last
say
thing I
this.
wanna
Like,
say is
everybody,
bring
Leighton Moore is a most interesting man I've ever... You ever hear that fucking commercial?
the tequila man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The most
I can't do tequila.
You're
You know
the-
why? That's another story. You want to hear that instead of me?
I do.
Okay.
Tell me.
So I had this girl that I was going out with because it was middle of winter time, and you know, so
How many years ago was this?
Shit, this was what's
3 years ago?
70 minus
Oh.
70 minus 17, whatever that is, you know. And so we decided to fix up a painter's van and turn it into a motorhome, not like this Taj Mahal thing you got here.
Wait. You had a
It was
van?
painter's van. And I put a bed in it, and I had a little heater that
Like mine? King size bed, queen size bed.
there's a fucking mattress in the back, okay? And we drove across country. Now I wasn't allowed to get do anything like any. I couldn't even drink. She wouldn't let me. You know, cussing was out of the word.
Who the fuck was this guy?
The only girl in town. Okay.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she hears.
Don't let
it,
you
her
cuss?
feeling- no drinking, no smoking, no nothing.
I'm out. Done.
So-
I can't deal with
Well,
that.
no. But so we drove across
Mhm.
country, get over to San Diego to her cousin's house. Okay. We went into Tijuana. Right. We came out with a bottle of mezcal. Had the worm in the bottom of it. Shit. Okay.
I never had that, but I understand it.
Okay. I don't remember. I would like.
Did
to.
you ever eat a worm?
No.
Worm we're talking about, everybody, is the tequila worm. I've never eaten.
I'm not a fish.
Did
Anyway,
you?
I might have eaten the damn thing because they were trying to get me to do it. I remember that. And I walked out of the house. The screen door slammed like old man Evans. I hit the railing. I flipped over the railing, landed in the planter underneath.
You remember this?
Oh, yeah. I remember that, but I don't remember the worm. I wake up in the morning. The sun is coming up. So, it's on my right. And she's over top me going. I said,
what the fuck are you talking about?
no, I don't want to hear. I already know what she's talking about. I said, I'm leaving here in 20 minutes, no longer. And I'm going to drive as far as I can, nonstop, as fast as I can. I'm going across this country, whether you're with me or not. And if you are with me, I will never, from the point when I finish this sentence on, ever talk to you again as long as I live. She got in the van with me, and I drove for almost 2 days. And then
Never said a word.
No. Then she drove, then I drove, then she drove, then I drove. Got back over here in like 5 days, right?
Where did you come now? Ocean City, Maryland?
Yeah. Came over to 49th Street. I took the keys out of the van. I opened her hand. I dropped the keys in her hand. I waved bye-bye.
You gave her the van.
I don't give a shit. And I never said a word to her from San Diego all the way over. Never talked to her again.
Are you fucking kidding me? Is that a true story?
I don't got time to lie. Yeah, it's a true story. You know what?
I love this.
Tequila made
Well, do you do stupid shit?
No, it was smart. I wanted to get away from her anyway.
Yeah, but why'd you drive 2,000 miles, 3,000 miles?
Because she decided to ride with me, and I was coming home.
That? I don't give a fuck what he hoped. Trust me. You think I would drive 3,000 miles with a broad? I'd have fucking dumped her somewhere.
But I drank enough tequila that I can't drink tequila anymore, but it cleared my head of the girl.
You know, you make a great point. I have to bring this up. I made alcohol in prison. I don't know if you knew this. First of all, that fucking story, you fucking psycho motherfucker, which I love you for. Now, you don't understand alcohol. You understand alcohol a lot more than I do. We used to make wine first and then cook it off to make white lightning.
Mm.
We used to have to burn it to show somebody what it was. They're going to buy it without knowing what the fuck it is. And we used to buy some. So what we used to do is just take a bag, a garbage bag, put the fruit in it, put the water in it, put the juices in it, and then put a little bit of to light it off, we used to put a yeast in there to get, they call it kicking off.
That's where you lost me. See, when I went to that school, right?
We're not talking school here.
I put it in a bag. I put the fruit in a bag. I let the fruit ferment in the bag.
Yeah, but you can't. It kicks off better with the.
I didn't know that part, so I drank it, and it didn't get me drunk, but it got me sick as shit.
Yeah. Our shit would fuck you up.
Mine would get you to throw up.
We did that too. But let me continue. So what we did was we get the fucking wine, we'd ferment it. We get the yeast, light it off. Now, a couple of times you said today, how it can do bad things. It would breathe, it would burp, it would fart, or whatever it would do. So one time we put it in a wall in the prison, and we ended up getting what they call lockdown. So we're locked down, and the motherfucking the bag of wine explodes.
In my closet.
No, this is happening in a wall.
Yeah, mine was in the closet.
So you mean you knew about this shit before you been a distillery owner?
Oh yeah, that was my first and only attempt, and I didn't know how to do it, and I got sick, but it didn't get me off at all.
Well, listen, our shit would have fucking fruit flies. You know what fruit flies are?
Yeah.
We would drink. I probably ate or drank thousands of fruit fries in my life just because of what it was. I didn't give a fuck. I'm fucked up. I'm in prison. So we would fucking take that wine. Now, the wine that blew up, that was one thing.
This is my boss.
Your boss? Who's that? You got to be. I hope it's your wife.
Hey, honey.
Oh, it's his wife. Thank God it's his wife.
In a camper.
Hi, hon.
And I'm with Larry and Nicholas, and we're on a podcast or something.
We'll be done in I don't know whatever.
What happened?
Uh-oh.
I don't know how. It's something to do with how do you listen to this thing?
Find him.
Hello. How do we listen to this? What is
Afterwards,
this?
I'll put it up.
Well, what's it called?
The Real Deal with Larry
Real
Lawton.
Deal with Larry something.
Larry Lawton. God, fuck.
Larry.
What the fuck you just said on
it's
air?
the Larry
This fucking guy's great.
It's the Larry and Nicholas show.
No. It's The Real Deal with Larry Lawton.
It's the Real Deal with Larry and Nicholas. No, but we're working on it.
Just go to YouTube. Real
right,
Deal with Larry Lawton.
Bye.
Oh, you are fucking hilarious. Let me continue.
You remember where you stopped? Hey, do you know why they have lemons on the top of Corona?
Why?
Flies.
No.
Yeah.
Because I drink Corona.
And you drank Fireball.
I drink every fucking thing before today. I'm not drinking another fucking Corona or another fucking Fireball.
Corona puts a lemon.
Listen to me.
Mexico food.
Can I say something?
Yes, of course you can. It's your show. Except when I'm talking.
I'm coming back here to buy this shit because I ain't drinking
You can
Fireball.
buy it right now. I know you got enough money. You got 18 million people.
I don't care about the money. I'll buy it. How's that?
If we finish it, I'll get you another.
Okay. Are you kidding me? So anyway, so what I've done is
I work better with an audience, without Nick.
No, you're doing fucking great. Okay. That's all I can say. So we are with Leighton Moore.
Is this live or is it going to be in a can?
Ain't no fucking get it. You know what's happening?
No, I'm saying, can my wife listen now?
No.
Oh, so if we say something really bad, you can edit it.
I can, but I don't. No, I can, but I don't. And let me tell you what. I'm telling the audience this. I'm telling the audience this right now.
Nick says we do, and you say
fuck
you don't.
Nick. How's this? I own the fucking show.
No, have you ever edited anything?
Never.
Oh, okay. I stand corrected.
Yeah, you better. Cause
I have a 12 times convicted felon who's correcting me.
Six times. Fucking motherfuckers. Oh my God, are you fucking hilarious? Okay. We are sitting here with Leighton Moore.
Trying to figure out what we're talking about next.
You keep fucking me up, Leighton.
Well, you know why? Because I can. If I'm not doing this, I'm over there welding, okay?
You ain't welded in fucking your whole life.
No, I haven't. But I own a welding shop.
Do you need a welder?
Yes.
A real good welder? Can you weld?
I need a
serious welder.
I need a fabricator.
He does his shit.
There's a big difference.
Okay, listen, Leighton.
Yes.
Stop the bullshit now.
Are
you ready?
I'm telling the truth.
I know you need
That's not bullshit.
Can we continue?
I'm not the one that stopped it. You don't want to keep changing the subject.
Holy fuck, is Leighton. You are amazing.
Yeah, are you out of tape?
No, no, we're not. Just don't ever think we are. Don't ever
That's
think.
my good side. It's not working.
Is he your good side?
No, the camera on the good side. This side got cancer and they cut my nose off. So the other side's got the whole nose. Oh, there we go.
Leighton, let me just say something. You're doing good.
Let's get there. What do you want? Start it. You're beating around the bush.
Listen to me, people. Let me tell you something about Leighton Moore. I have one question for you. Last question. Can I do a last question with you? Okay. First of all, I got two. No, it can't be one.
I knew it was coming.
Will you give me access to you when you open your wedding shop?
Sure.
And your stuff? Is that guaranteed?
Sure.
I ain't coming up. Fuck Bulldog. I ain't coming up without it. You're an amazing man. Listen, fuck
story.
it. Stop it.
Stop.
Stop. I know. I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, good. They all know what I'm gonna say.
No, they don't. Can I say something? You're an amazing man who's done amazing things with just because your work ethic. I think that's amazing. I really do. I don't give a fuck, Leighton. I don't give a fuck if you hate me. I don't give a fuck. Let me tell you something. You're an amazing man. Fucking amazing. I call it a gift, a vision. That it is what it is. Don't think everybody has it because they don't.
No, they don't.
Absolutely. I want to thank you again for what you've done. Come here and I never knew how fucking much fun I would have. I thought it was gonna be a kind of static and this and you've done this.
Dead air.
Fuck that. You are a fucking fun motherfucker.
Let's go drinking. Get off the air.
We are going drinking.
Yeah, there's other things in the world, you know.
No, but you know.
Oh, hi. There's other. Yeah.
All I can say is I just got two fucked up people.
How you doing?
Lee, you're a great guy. I mean this, and I mean that. You know, listen to me, guys, and I mean this. Everybody out there who listens.
Here we go again.
Will you fucking just let me fucking end my show?
Well, yeah, can I leave?
No.
Well, I don't know.
You're going to hear my show again.
I don't want to listen to it.
Can you hear at least my fucking, what Bulldog gave me is going to cost me?
Oh, you told me. Oh, you're going to pay for that.
You're going to pay for that. I got to fuck a Bulldog. Leighton, you're a great guy. I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I have very few people I meet that I connect with like this. You're a good guy. You've done the right thing. You help people.
You know you're not leaving today. I'm going to get him drunk. You ain't leaving.
He's driving.
That's what I'm saying. You really figured it out.
Let me tell you something. Leighton, you got to hear this. You ready? I'm going to show you this right now. You ready, Leighton?
Don't touch anything.
It's the greatest find yet. Nothing compares to it.
But it's definitely something you should hear.
This is The Real Deal with Larry Lawton.
Let me tell you something, everybody. I want to thank you. I really do from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you, Nick. You got to get a camera on my audience, man. We can all do the plate clap and everything, you know. Light comes on, you got to clap.
Everybody.
Oh, shit.
I'll be quiet. Listen, everybody. I really want to thank Leighton Moore. I want to thank Bulldog for getting me. I want to thank Nick for being here. Leighton, from the bottom of my heart, you're a great guy. That's all I'm saying.
Good.
Listen to me, everybody. Checking out Seacrets. We're talking about Ocean City, Maryland. And it's SEA Creets. Seacrets. SEA Creets. I'm going to be drinking some more. Anyways, SEA Seacrets with an SEA.
Jamaica, USA.
And boy, this guy and I are really connected. Boy, are we politically connected. Listen to me, everybody. I mean this. Have a great day. Please make good choices. Don't get you into the situation I was in. Have a good day, everybody. Again, thank you.
My name.
Fucking Leighton Moore. I got your fucking name in my contacts. Leighton Moore, thank you very much.
Man,
I mean that with all my heart. And you got some great things coming up, and I want you to please invite me at least to come here and do that.
Yeah.
Have a great day, everybody. Please stay safe.